maybe 10 bucks on the downside, this bear cycle makes sense. And that would be 60%. So, this level right here, 26% to the downside at $20, that probably won't hold, especially if Bitcoin actually does make a move below its 200-week moving average. So I would expect to see hype down here at $10 or $12. I'll be a buyer of hype down here for sure. I have no position in hype. Alrighty, how about Pendle? So we were talking about Pendle a couple of weeks ago last, and we were just saying that, what, it might go down to 40 cents. And now that it's in this, there is some trading activity here, basically where it's paused at $1.20, $1.18-ish. But I expect that if or when Bitcoin continues its move lower, that Pendle will also. So support for Pendle comes in at 47 cents. And that's a decent move on the downside from the current prices. So 59% on the downside, not bad, not bad. So yeah, I have no position in Pendle. I like the Pendle protocol quite a bit, but this token, the connection between the protocol and the token sometimes is tenuous. This is governance and reward. So yeah, I think 47 cents makes sense as the first level of support. If we take a look at JUP, JUP, you could say that this is a little bit of a wedge, but I cut off the wick. So I'm just going to use this as resistance. And, we could draw it in like so, but I'm going to remove this here. Now, this pattern to me is ugly, very ugly. All you need to see is 5 cents on JUP. What is that? Like another, how many percentage points on the downside? 55%? Yeah, I wouldn't want to trade this one. There are better opportunities on the short side than JUP. Why don't we take a look at something like ENA? Just like Eigen, just continues to print fresh all-time low after fresh all-time low. So I'm going to pass on ENA, although I might buy this one at some point just because I think it might get manipulated sharply higher. So how about we go ahead and take a look at gold and silver to wrap things up. So gold pulled back slightly, so far this week. It's been able to bounce during the session today. For me, just trading within this zone here, if I mark the lows there, it's almost at resistance there. And if I mark this upper resistance up top, it could be that gold just kind of chops around between $4,400 and $5,600 for a little while. We would need to see a convincing breakout or breakdown. Now, on the downside, support comes in at that 200-day moving average all the way down here at $3,900. But the first level support is that crash low from $4,400. So just you could range trade this thing.